There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. We've got an NL East contest tonight between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Stay tuned for Mets baseball coming up next. Steven Matz is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Steven Matz is what they look like. Big, strong guy, 6'4", about 220 pounds. Throws from the left side, smooth gas, 93 to 95. Terrific overhand curveball, and his changeup is getting better all the time. Steven Matz
leading
is
off
quality.
For Philadelphia.
Striding in, Billy Newhouser, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First offering on its way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, Matty, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He comes in hitting over 340 on the season. I'll tell you, if you watch him closely, you realize that he's just so consistent with his approach. I'm looking for another one of those consistent performances today.
Stepping into the box, Cesar Hernandez. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. It's been pretty good, 5 for 12. Lifted in the air out to center field. Lagares is under it, 2 down. Stepping up to the plate, Bryce Harper. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
This guy's got a big shot at the Triple Crown. He's leading in 2 of the 3 categories and top 5 in home runs, so that's where he needs to pick it up.
First pitch on its way. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Ramos scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Jared Eichhoff, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Digging in, Jeff McNeil. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, number 6.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
There to take it is Franco, and that's your first out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Cano can get going. He's really struggled in the power category the last 10 games. How about 0 home runs? You wouldn't expect that from a guy with the kind of power that he displays. Hopefully, this is the game he turns it around.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. He's 4 for 14. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Here's another 1-2. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Fly ball out toward left center field. Chasing after it is Herrera. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 0-1 delivery. Lined hard to the left side, but foul. Slapped hard the opposite way. Harper will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Mets strand 1. We are still scoreless. As we begin the second in New York, here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather conditions.
Well, Matt, it's pretty dry down here right now, but I am told there's rain in the forecast for later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
Oh, here's the pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Swing and a miss got him reaching. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Digging in now, Odubel Herrera. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. Lagares is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Stepping up now, Andrew McCutchen. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
Guy continues to swing a hot bat. Hit over 300 last month. We'll see if he can keep scorching here in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. Trouble averted here as this is tapped out in front of the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. He's 3 for 9. He also has 1 home run. Cano waits on the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Cano can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And this team right here is known for kicking the ball around. They have the lowest fielding percentage in the entire league, and it could come back to haunt them in this one.
Now to the plate, Michael Conforto, 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. Here comes the first pitch. And this will be fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, but this will land untouched. Hard on the ground towards short. Newhouser right there. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Digging in, Jed Lowry. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Popped straight up, and no one will track it down. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there, and that's the 3rd out. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Settling in now, Maikel Franco. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to third. McNeil takes it in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting it.
Now at the plate, JT Realmuto comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Third inning, no score to this point. You can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Now in the box, Jared Eichhoff. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First delivery to him on the way. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Hard hit ball to second. There's Cano. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Back now for the Mets' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. It's no secret scoring runs has been a major issue, as they rank last in the league in that category. But getting runners on base has been just as big of a problem. Their on-base percentage is the lowest in the league. One player told me earlier, we certainly have a lot of work to do. It's frustrating for everyone involved, but results aren't going to come from being frustrated. Every one of us needs to reevaluate our game and look for ways to start having better overall at-bats. Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Herrera on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. So one away here with the bases empty, and the pitcher steps in next. It'll be Steven Matz. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. McCutchen is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Pereira is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. At the plate, Billy Newhouser back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here comes the first pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now that
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And now Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Good off-speed pitch. Had him out in front for strike 1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Behind 0-2 now. And the pitch. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Here he comes again. 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Phillies down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Here's Juan Lagares. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Swinging a soft liner and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Ready for another chance. Wilson Ramos, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Pereira moves over. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty.
And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So first and second with 1 man gone, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Pereira is there. 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Michael Conforto. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Fastball called for strike 2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Pereira's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. He said that although he's not against swinging at the first pitch, today they're doing so way too often and at well-executed pitches. As a result, 6 of their at-bats have resulted in outs on just the first pitch.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Weekly hit to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Phillies have elected to challenge.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker. It's strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
The left fielder,
a look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. And he'll step out and ask for time, maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. First pitch on its way. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. McCutchen, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He was selected in the 1st round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The throw into second, and the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Hey, D-Row, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock, hopefully this is the start of many.
In now, Michael Franco. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. On to second, but he's in safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Into the box, JT Realmuto as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. One for the Phillies here on the RBI double. Middle of the night at Citi Field. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's Jed Lowry now. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Hernandez will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Hops this one up. Franco trying to get there. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
In there, and it's 0-1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Smith, the runner at second with one away. Push softly over toward the right side. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Took a real risk by going after the lead runner there heading into third. That's always a tough call, and it's hard to fault them for being aggressive. But you hate not to get an out when the batter was giving himself up.
Digging in once again, Jeff McNeil, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. And that is down for extra bases as this will get one home and maybe two. And it's not in time. He's safe as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Man, he was not messing around here. Sitting on the first pitch he saw and drove it to the outfield, bringing in both runners and putting himself into scoring position. It's great to see a guy that's aggressive at the plate when he's got a chance to do some damage.
Stepping in now, Juan Lagares. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out. Into the box now, Wilson Ramos. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
The 0-1 offering takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. McNeil rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now a 3-1 game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
In now, Yoenis Cespedes. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. 3 runs already home here, and he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Mets lead this one 3-1. So striding forward now, Jared Eichhoff. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Hit back up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop, Phillies, Newhouser.
Ready now, Billy Newhouser. He bats here as the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. 1 out, nobody on. One and 2 now.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
Swing and a liner. Foul. The 1-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now another 1-2. takes this the other way to right, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Cesar Hernandez.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him on the way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail it here 3-1. Here's Robbie Cano now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
For the Mets, the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
First pitch of the at-bat. Popped up. Franco in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. This is pulled into right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
Into the box, Michael Conforto, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Runner.
There goes Cano. On a line to shortstop. Now a throw to first. Doubles up the runner. Tough luck that time as he got stuck in no man's land following the line drive on the hit and run. Into the box now. Jed Lowry. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. The rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Stepping in now, Steven Matz, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, here's a case right here, D-Row, where as a pitcher you could really help himself. With a 2-out RBI here, this would be a huge run if he could drive this run in.
Dan, this is already a win-win in my book for the 8-hole hitter.
Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
And he seems to be in a little bit of a funk as of late. Not sure if it's mechanical or psychological, but something is definitely off. Gave up 5 runs last time out and 5 more here. Not the kind of consistency you're looking for from a starting pitcher.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jeff McNeil, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's the ball.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Matz is off at first with 2 away. Line toward the gap in left center. And the Mets just keep right on rolling, as this is good for extra bases as well. And that'll plate run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and tipped what the pitcher gave him.
In now, Juan Lagares, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Harper has a read on it, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Phillies 1. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Now batting, Bryce Harper. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Ramos gathers it, but he's not going to have a play, and they'll allow him to reach first after the strikeout. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
The 0-2 pitch. Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. Harper is on his way home, and a relay home, and this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Man, that was a comedy of errors right there. They're kicking the ball all over the yard, and the runner on first comes all the way around to score. So you wonder why managers retire early? There's your answer right there.
Into the box, Odubel Herrera, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. The run scores from second. It's now a 6-3 contest. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
The left fielder.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this will kick off the base of the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Paul Sewald comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 51, Paul Sewald.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Now nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of it depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Here now the 2-2. Slap hard the opposite way. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play. Nick Williams will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 5, Nick Williams.
Started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Sewald, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was taken in the 10th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Behind 0-2 now. Grounded to short. Oh, and trouble there for Lowry. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Stepping in now, Billy Newhouser, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
I'm set with the 0-1. Hit weakly on the ground to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Mets out in front 6-5. David Robertson comes on to pitch from the bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. Digging in and looking for more, Wilson Ramos.
The catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Liner towards second. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
In now, Yoenis Cespedes. And there he goes towards second. No balls and a strike to count. Ball 1, well below the zone. Robertson has pitched just under 60 innings and has an ERA just under 4. A respectable number that he'd like to improve upon in this one. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And that's off the left field wall.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, D-Roll, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
First pitch of the at-bat. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout. Something to get you back in this inning.
Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. The 1-1. Seared down the first baseline. But a foul ball. 1-2 now. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And now the runner from third scores to give him a very important insurance run. Now a 7-5 game.
The batter, number 4.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
First pitch on its way. In there, strike one. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. He's 3 for 15. He's also gone down on strikes 9 times. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
I can tell you from experience, bases loaded, nobody out, and you get an infield pop-up, that feels just as good as a strikeout. And now he's just a double play ball away from getting out of this mess.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. He's set. Here it comes. And they start him out away with a called strike. Cespedes at third. Cano on second. Conforto at first. One gone. A step on the bag for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So one run here on 4 hits here. No errors. And 2 men left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Mets 7 and the Phillies 5. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Luis Avilan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 43, Luis Avilan. Now playing shortstop.
Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Here it comes on 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Line toward the alley in left center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Well, he clearly thought he had a shot at 2 on the hit, but they did a nice job in the outfield of getting it in quick to cut him down.
Here's Bryce Harper now as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. After it is Cespedes, and that's in there, base hit. Now this will rattle up against the wall, and he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Standing in now, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hoskins behind the count 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Five runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Into the box, Odubel Herrera. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that's going to get down out there. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it 7-6 now.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Stepping in now, Andrew McCutchen. Fly ball out toward left center field. Cespedes on the move. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Mets lead it 7-6. Here's Echeverria now, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. He's set, and the pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. The next 0-2. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Ranging back is Herrera at the track. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he'll get in there safely.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
Runner at second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Here comes the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Now a little flare out to left, and that ball's going to drop. A base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Now a fly ball, but far too shallow to get that run in. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. And he's in safely to third, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
That's exactly what you want from a guy in a game when you're leading by one run. He gets a chance to drive a guy in, and he promptly delivers with an RBI that gives him an extra run to play with. You know the guys in the bullpen appreciate that.
Into the box now, Wilson Ramos. Drilled down the line, but this is foul for the first strike. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. 0-1, here's the pitch. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Base hit into right center. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. That makes it a 9-6 ball game.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
In now, Yoenis Cespedes, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Runners are at first and third with none out. And he'll take strike 3 called, and he needed that one badly on the mound. 1 away.
The batter, number 24, second baseman.
Now at the plate, Robinson Cano. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
The 1-0 home. Popped up. Franco shading to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. He pulls this one into right. Harper will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We've played 8 full. The Mets are out on top, 9-6. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Edwin Diaz takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 39, Edwin.
Standing in, Michael Franco. He'll start things out against the closer, Edwin Diaz.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
First pitch on its way. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Lagares is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. So stepping in, JT Realmuto. He was a double play victim last time around. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
A pause and the 0-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Smith is up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Andrew Knapp will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Andrew Knapp.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. The 1-0. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Philly down to their last strike. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of a series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
9-6 the final tally in this one. The New York Mets earn the win with a big 20-hit attack. Steven Matz earns win number 7 on the season. Jared Eichhoff permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Edwin Diaz closes the door for the save, his 22nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 9 runs on 20 hits, 2 errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely. Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Looking first at the NL East, the Mets got an astounding 20 hits in total as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 9-6. The Braves combined for a 4-hitter as they walked off to an extra inning win against the Marlins 3-2. The Nationals picked up 14 hits in total as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Royals 5-4. Alex Claudio collected his first W this season, leading the Brewers to victory over the Pirates 4-3. The Colorado Rockies put up 16 hits on the day as they got a road win against Arizona 13-1. The Padres swiped 5 bags as a team as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 5-2. Adam Wainwright got the win and now has 150 on his career, leading the Cardinals to a win over San Francisco 3-2. Reese McGuire had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits as the Blue Jays claimed the win over the Orioles 15-0. Miguel Andujar had an outstanding day at the plate with 8 runs batted in, helping lead the Yankees to a win over the Rays 11-1. He is currently among the RBI leaders in the American League. The Red Sox sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 3-1. The Minnesota Twins swatted 4 home runs in this one as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 8-0. Mike Leake pitched his way to his 100th career victory as the Mariners downed the A's 4-2. The Houston Astros combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 4-1. They now have 6 straight victories. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.